What is up, homies? Welcome back to another trailer reaction from Heroes Reforged. We are checking out the brand new trailer for Baahubali the Epic. That first trailer was, in fact, epic. I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's really cool as a follow-up to RRR, which, by the way, we have that reaction on our Patreon. You should check it out. We're going to try to get it on YouTube. Hopefully, we can get it through all of the strikes and all of the copyright claims that we've got on that video. TBD, but it is on Patreon if you want to check that out. I have obviously, neither of us have seen Baahubali, like the original version that came out 10 years ago. But just from that last trailer alone, like, I'm hooked. IMAX?
Yeah.
If this was an IMAX 3D, I would be picketing on the streets telling people to go see this. I'd be handing out tickets like it's candy.
Yeah. You'd be like those dudes at Comic-Con that hold up the Jesus signs.
Yeah.
Says, if you don't watch this in 3D, you're going to hell. You're going to hell.
3D. That'd be us. That'd be us. It'd be great.
Holy 3D.
Yeah. 3D is holy. Watch it. I'd be out there like this. Holy 3D. Come see it with us. It's great.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, pretty good. Do you have any expectations with this trailer or this movie?
Absolutely zero. I'm just like you. I don't know anything about this story. All I know is that these Indian production companies have taken the ideas and work that they've been working so hard for the American companies for and doing their own thing, and I love it, and it looks so good, and I'm in it for the ride. I think visually it looks stunning. Obviously, I don't know anything about the story, so just like all these other big summer blockbusters, I'm here just for a really good time. Absolutely. Cool visuals, maybe a cool story. So yeah, I'm into it. Let's roll it, baby.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Wasting no time.
Zero time wasted. And he feeds the kids. He's a badass and he feeds the children.
This trailer rocks.
Wow. What was that?
Oh, goodness. Oh, Jesus.
నేనెప్పుడు చూడని కళ్ళు నన్ను దేవుళ్ళ చూస్తున్నాయి. నేనెవర్నే? మా దేవుడు అమరేంద్ర బాహుబలి రక్తాన్ని విను.
బాహుబలి.
నా ఇద్దరు బిడ్డలకి ఈ సింహాసనంపై సమాన హక్కుంది. పెరిగి పెద్దయ్యాక ఎవరు మహావీరుడవుతారో, ఎవరు దేశ ప్రజల మన్నన పొందుతారో వారే మహారాజు అవుతారు.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
బాహుబలి నేను చూశాను.
Potential brotherly rivalry.
Yeah. Baahubali. Okay.
Very cool.
That's rad. Flaming horns.
Yeah, these visuals are unreal.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yes!
Yes.
Wow. So epic.
Man.
Oh my God, there's gonna be a dance number?
Oh, I hope there's more
this
dancing.
movie.
Yeah. Wow, crazy good. Man, oh, cool.
That is awesome.
This looks insane. It looks insane. It almost looks like, and I know we've heard these comments before, and we kind of mentioned it on the last one, but the same way, and I'm not comparing it to 300,
Sure.
but the same way that 300, when it premiered, brought this really unique kind of visual aspect to the way that the movie was presented. It feels very unique in the way that it's shot, even though the VFX, obviously none of this stuff is real, right? Like the flaming, spinning blades of death on the front of a chariot, clearly dudes being launched from a palm tree, catapulted over a castle.
Amazing.
Clearly. But the fact that the visual language of this all feels so coherent, like none of the green screen mats look bad, none of the other visual elements feel out of place. Everything looks very coherent and very well done, and it all makes sense in the crazy over the top ridiculousness of the things that are happening, because the compositing and all the art, all the craftsmanship and all the art is done so well. It looks good, and you buy into it, and you don't think twice about like, yeah, this dude just fought a lion with his bare hands or whatever. He just speared 3 or 4 dudes with the same spear. It's really cool. I like that they're swinging for the fences with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I love this. I think this is something that has been kind of lost in US cinema, is this heightened reality, this sort of like fantasy science fiction-y element. And I think this was something that was really prevalent, obviously, with things like Star Wars in the 70s and 80s and 90s. But I feel like as we entered the digital age, there was this emphasis on realism. And I hate pointing the finger, because I love this director so much and I love his work. But I think Christopher Nolan really helped kind of set this trend of, well, I like to make all of my movies to make them feel like they're based in some kind of reality. And I think some people took that to heart, and they took that a bit too literally. And we don't allow movies to have a heightened fantasy element to them anymore. Right. And and the movies that do take those risks, whether they're domestic or international, audiences, especially in the US, will go, well, that's cheesy. That's not realistic. I'm like, it's a movie. Like it's a fantasy epic. It's not necessarily meant to be a reflection of our world. And I think that there's been a big disconnect from allowing audiences, or audiences allowing themselves to experience those types of films. And I think that's what I really loved about RRR. You know, he is running through a jungle or running through a forest, and there's a tiger chasing, you know, it's like these crazy elements that if you actually did it practically in real life, one, you'd be dead because the tiger would kill you. But two, you know, it wouldn't allow you to have fun with what you're watching. And I think that's what I love about this, is that, you know, it's gonna tell a story that I think we're gonna be emotionally swept up in. It's gonna tie into some kind of lore or history that we're unfamiliar with, but it's gonna give us that visual spectacle, and it's gonna allow us to really just embrace what the movie is. And sometimes I feel like when you break that barrier of realism and you heighten the reality a little bit, you buy into the ridiculousness or the fantasy of it more. You know, like, they're throwing swords, they're spinning stuff. You know, we talk about 300. I do think that 300, you know, however you feel about the movie itself, it did something to audiences that really connected them to that movie. And it was the use of slow motion, fast motion, all of the compositing, you know, like it really had that heightened reality graphic novel feel. And this kind of feels like that, you know, like if this was a graphic novel brought to life, you'd be like, I could totally believe this being that. So I think it looks really, really fun and entertaining. And I think for a movie that was shot, I guess at this point, 11, 12 years ago, like I'm not sure exactly when the production was, and all of the like enhanced visual effects, or all the things that they changed and updated and modernized, or made it just feel newer, it looks really good. You know, like at no point while I'm watching this am I going, oh, this feels like it was shot 10 years ago. No, like it all looks good. Like all the visual effects look really good. I just feel like this is going to be one of those cinematic experiences, you know, different than what we're used to from a lot of, again, the modern like domestic filmmakers that we have here. But I think that's part of going to the cinema. You know, like I actually just rewatched my reel talking about the Robbie Williams movie that came out earlier this year, where he's played by a monkey, and people were like, I'm not gonna go watch that. That looks so dumb. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't have the context, like why that is that way it is in the movie. And I thought it worked really well, and I thought the visual effects were incredible, and it was a really great story. So I really hope that audiences just allow themselves the ability to disconnect from everything trying to be realistic. It's like, you know, have some imagination. Like Interstellar's not real. Like you can't go through wormhole. You know, like it's not real, but it feels that way. But like you got to be able to disconnect your reality a little bit and allow yourself to just be entertained sometimes. And that's to me what this is.
Yeah, be entertained for just the length of a movie. You can go back to being a serious, unfun person on your own time. Like just Put that down for a couple hours. You'll be fine. I swear. These bulls with the flaming horns will not harm you.
Awesome.
I swear to God.
It's so cool.
I swear to God.
Yeah. Who else is putting flames on bullhorns in America?
Nobody.
No one.
Nobody.
You know,
and not explaining it either. It's just like, no, they're just on fire, bro.
I don't. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't need you to tell me. It just looks really cool. So
it just
do
looks
whatever
rad.
you want.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a popcorn, you know, chocolate in my popcorn, big old soda type of a movie.
Yeah.
And I will say, I think this movie is going to be long because it is 2 movies in one. I think it's clocked at around 3.5, 4 hours. So choose wisely when going to the bathroom because you don't want to miss out on anything. I feel like
that's
in
a
this
whole
movie.
day experience.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
and I hope there's a lot of time for dancing too, because some of my favorite stuff from RRR was the dance sequences.
So good.
And like the homie relationships that they built. They were so fun and so cool to watch.
Yeah.
One thing I do hope that this movie doesn't have is a really long, tortured, bloody scene. I could have done without that from RRR. So
yeah. Yeah, and I think at the end of the day, I know I mentioned this the last time too. You know, I feel like cities like LA and New York that are very film centric, they really embraced the director when he came out for the RRR screenings. And I hope that more people kind of took that as a sign of, oh, okay, this is just a fun time at the movies. I'll go watch it. Because I'm really looking forward to us seeing this, especially in IMAX, like on some of the biggest screens possible. You know, like this at the TCL Chinese Theater will kick your ass.
Yeah.
And it will be awesome. I think it's going to be a really fun time. Really looking forward to it. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If this movie is going to be coming near you, are you going to go check it out? If you have not seen RRR, I'm begging you, watch that movie this weekend.
Go watch it immediately.
So good. Check out everything else we're watching. Check out all our uncut reactions on Patreon. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Heroes Reforged is gonna react. Heroes Reforged is gonna review. Heroes Reforged is gonna discuss. That's why we are watching